Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How are y'all doing? I hope y'all been talking to Mogo. I hope you've been keeping your legs closed. I hope you've been retaining to obtain the highest powers possible in this reality, this matrix that we're in. A lot of people is going to have to come back here because they didn't learn the first time. But me, that I'm aware, I'm going to try my hardest, my best, to understand even more than I do now, to raise my consciousness as high as possible, to never come back here, ever. But I hope you're having a good night. I hope you're getting all what you want out of this matrix, out of this realm, out of this reality. So, remember when they scared the daylights out of y'all, right? They had y'all going against y'all families. They had y'all fighting against other citizens on the street. They forced y'all to cover y'all face. They forced y'all to still go to work because those jobs didn't give a shit about y'all. They didn't care if y'all breathed or not. All of the sheep, all of the bots, all of the lost NPCs, they took that because they couldn't think for themselves. They was controlled by fear. Let me say it again. They was controlled by fear. Me, I knew better, just like I did when I was younger, to always be a free thinker at all costs. Maybe that's why I was all by myself as a little kid. Maybe that's why it wasn't meant for my mother to have any other kids but me. But you people that got that shit, that C19, oh, let me put it this way.
It has been confirmed that over 8,000 people in PG County got fucking HIV.
I just want y'all to know that this, you see that? You see that? This is real. They even made videos on this, and I posted these videos a few times, and guess what? They banned me. They banned the video. This is the reality. They took proteins from this, let me point to it, from this, okay, and put it into those. And then everyone, now, I don't want to sound but it's going to sound there's a lot of people, a lot of conspiracy realists are like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. If you look at the patent of 2020, there's a patent on technology that was published in 2015 and approved in 2018, and boom, 2020, oh my God, they had a schmaxine ready. And what did they take? They took that and created that. And what that does, it replicates itself, just like the thing you're talking about. And then we're telling people, don't get it. Don't get it. Don't sleep around. You're going to catch something. Something's not right here. All these people are dying. All these cancers. All this, you know. But everyone's just like free nilly-willy out there, just left and right. That's why I've been celibate. That's why I'm going to stay a celibate. I am asexual now, unless I know who I end up being with, if I ever end up being with someone, that he was aware of this knowledge, he wasn't sleeping around, and he was tested, and everything came out clear. Mwah. And he didn't get that. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Other than that, absolutely not. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how good looking you are. I don't care how much I love you. You are not entering my body. Sorry, not sorry. But stay safe out there, y'all. Stay safe.
People that ran and got them COVID shots is the same people who dealing with HIV right now. Because that COVID shot that they gave you on the first round, it was to limit how much white blood cells count be made by your body. If you don't notice, white blood cells are used to fight off any living bacteria in the body. It's part of the immune system. It's the key to the immunity. You know what I'm saying? So if I compromise the key to immunity within the human body, then what does that mean? It means you then contract the human immunodeficiency virus. The second round of those little shots that they gave everybody with that booster shit, they lowered the salinity inside the saline. Yeah, they lowered the salinity percentage. They loaded it with like 83 foreign different bacteria, shot that up in you, and now your body got to fight off bacteria on top of not being able to create white blood cells. What is
I feel sorry for y'all. I really do. Guess what? Guess what? For the ones that didn't take it, even if you have sexual intercourse with someone else that did take it, it can transfer from them to you. So you better make sure you pay attention to who you're mating with, because just because you didn't actually take the jabby, somehow, some way, you can still obtain it. So be very careful of a pretty face. He have a good job. He have a lot of money. She have a nice body. And you're making soul ties with someone, having offspring, let alone taking that shit. Because now they can even affect you through the food. Because they know a lot of ones like me resisted that shit. The same way like we are resisting the digital ID. The same way like we have always resisted all the other shit when our mind became a certain conscious state. You think that's just it? Huh? You think the you think that's your only problem? No. Let a beautiful white woman put it to you like this.
It requires 8% of the population on the planet to assemble the fifth DNA strand and be able to hold fifth dimensional frequencies in their body in order for Earth to be able to merge properly with Terra during this time cycle. We're not quite up to that yet, but we're close. So one of the things they're asking us to do is learn about our DNA, learn how to use the higher chakras to bring high frequency energy into the DNA, which helps it assemble. Because the higher you can get your DNA and your body and your consciousness vibrating, you're plugged right into the earth grid. It will make the earth grid vibrate faster. There's strength in numbers. The more of us that can do this, the faster the earth grid will vibrate. So it's one of the things they're asking us to do. If the majority of humans totally ignore this grand opportunity we're being presented with, there are two worst case scenarios. One is we do start to enter the morphogenetic wave period, and the grids are so far out of balance that it starts to make seals on the Earth's vortexes loosen, which will cause volcanic activity and it will cause plate shifting. And it could be on a massive level. If it's really out of balance, it could create up to a 45-degree shift of the angle of the Earth spinning on its axis, which we're history if that happens. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. It's not that bad yet. But they want us to be aware of how bad it could be. They want us to be aware that they're not joking. They're not saying, oh gee, come be spiritual because it's fun. They're saying, hello, you're in trouble if you don't pay attention. And how many of us is it going to take to get you to pay attention? You know, so one of the neat things that happens if things go right is that during the 5-year period when the wave is cresting, the 5th strand of DNA will manifest spontaneously within the bioenergetic field of every person on the planet. Now right now, we have people with all sorts of different gene codes on the planet. Some have 4th DNA strand assembled, but some only have 2. Now, when you look and you say, hey, I have 2 DNA strands, you know, we see that under a microscope. The other 2 are in your double. Most of us have 4 strands here. And the strands are not that easily divided up. We're okay, once I have my 12-strand package, I'm going to see 12 little strands or 6 double helixes. They're all encoded through each other. But basically, the human being was designed to have 12 strands of DNA. And when we do have that fully activated, we are immortal. And we live in harmonic universe too. And we're composed of less dense particles. So when down here, what we are really trying to do, and unknowingly, for millions of years down here, we've been evolving, not knowing what that meant. What does it mean to evolve?
What? What? Oh my God. Oh my God, that's in me. And guess what? That G virus that y'all took resisted y'all, prevented y'all from doing that. They want to keep this closed at all costs. I know y'all don't want to accept this, but I'm sorry. They have turned your 12-strand DNA into one because the nanotechnology that they shot up in y'all attacked y'all DNA strands. That C-vid shit, it had nothing to do with catching a common code. That C-vid shit was to prevent you from opening your third eye at all means necessary. It's to the point now where a lot of y'all, it will be impossible for you to ever uncalcify your pineal gland. It's impossible, let alone if you took the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd. Your pineal gland is calcified for life. One may not want to accept this, but that's what you get. That's the outcome of you not being a free thinker in this matrix. is way beyond what y'all can even imagine. The ones that rule this place, the last thing they want you to do is open your pineal gland, open your third eye, and become the magical being that you are. They want you to stay addicted to the Jake Paul fights, to the baseball, the football, the Miami, Florida, Atlanta housewife bullshit, the Kim Kardashians. They want you to keep staying eternity on their apps, their Instagram, their Facebook, their Twitter, their Twitch. Oh. If you're using any of these platforms, I hope you're using it to create, to produce, not just be a blind, lost consumer. Oh. They don't want people to open their pineal gland, have a high conscious, and help raise the vibration of this place. Y'all heard exactly what she said. Guess what? It's probably already too late. Why do I say that? Because look how they can show you their technology on their platforms, on their apps. And people look at it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and they move on. Right on, right on, right on. Oh, don't let me forget about the number one. TikTok, the number one platform that has fried your brain. The psychiatric ward went up 110% when TikTok got shut down for less than 24 hours. People was about to commit suicide because they couldn't access TikTok. People was about to off themselves because they couldn't access TikTok. I believe it's already too late. If you don't hurry up and get back close to your loved ones, it's going to be too late. Because trying to get in your little four-wheel vehicle, trying to buy a plane ticket, let me hop my ass on a Greyhound, that's going to be a no-go. And the loved one, I can't even get it out. The loved one that you came from, you would never ever see them again. Your father, your mother, your children, your uncles, your aunties, whoever you're close to, whoever you value. All that's on this platform. If you're part of the real resistance, you better cherish this platform. You best to cherish the internet while you can, because it's only a matter of time until they block it from you, and you won't be able to upload here without a digital ID or giving up your biometric data. Always retain. Always retain. So you can combat this matrix. Stay celibate. Women, keep your legs closed. I love y'all. Thank you for supporting me. One by one, video by video, as we progress my timeline. My name is Monterico, and I catch you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.